Shane, we got a 12-team Superflex PPR 1.75 for the tight end start 10. Are you going AJ Brown or James Cook in a 25 first projected early mid? Go ahead, man.
So you know what makes this so hard is that James Cook is injured this week, right? And we are so momentary. That's not the word I'm looking for, but we're so living in the moment, trapped in the moment, prisoners of the moment, that's enough to go, well, I don't know if I want to make this deal because I'm not going to be able to use James Cook this week. And then if AJ Brown goes out there and does AJ Brown type things this week, then I'm really going to regret it. You should probably take the 25 first in James Cook. Because what could you do with that 25 first, right? You could probably go out and buy Devonta Smith, which would be a spit in the face of the guy you just traded AJ Brown to.
What an alpha move, yeah.
Yeah. But I would probably hold on to AJ Brown because I believe you don't move absolutely top tier wide receivers, and he's not, Malik Neighbors or Jamar Chase, but he's close. So I'll hold on to AJ Brown, but I would not be mad at someone that took Cook in the 25 first. Although Cook's toe injury scares me, and I almost know in my soul that he's going to end up on the IR.
You almost know in your soul. Mm-hmm. So that, yeah, your soul is kind of like hit or miss, basically.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously there's context to everything, but yeah, I mean, we always talk about getting hammers. This isn't a mega shallow format with a 1.75 tight end premium, and we do like early to mid 25 first, but Shane happens to be an Eagles fan. Look at the AJ Brown thing behind him. No, what do you say?
I was literally on the Fanatics shop right before this because I had ordered something for my kids for Hanukkah / Christmas. And I'm like, let me just go take a look. Oh, that's a nice AJ Brown photo signed for $530. But I stopped myself because, dude, no.
Yeah, good for you. Who are we here? All right. Yeah. So, all right, let's go to some hammers. And if you're new to the channel or need a refresher, you're going to hear us say start 9, start 10 a bunch tonight. What we are talking about is how many you start each week, not including kicker and defense. So the whole idea is if it's a 10-team, start 8, start 9, even a 12-team, start 8, start 9. Those are considered shallow to where you want to package whatever depth you have and get a quote unquote hammer. If it gets to like 10, that's where kind of our baseline is. 11, 12, now you're talking about a deeper format to where these quote unquote randos are actually very relevant and in your lineup. So let's go, man. So we have a hammer to start it off, Raven Stats with 5 of them. And honestly, he's given us a bunch in the hopper for tonight. So thank you so much. Here's a deep format. 16-team Superflex. Yeah, let's giddy up. 16-team Superflex tiered PPR. It's 2.0 for the tight ends. Start 10, and it's an empire. Your quarterbacks are Lamar, Stafford, Huntley, and Skyler. Running backs, Javonte, Dowdle, Zeke, Sermon, Miles. Nico, London, Flowers at wide receiver, a little thin there. Wait.
No, he's got Rashid.
No. Excuse me. I thought that was said that. All right. So yeah, trash can running backs. Yeah, I know.
Okay. T and Shaheed, which makes his wide receiver room a lot better. But go ahead.
Yeah. Let me restart there. Lamar, Stafford, Huntley, Skyler, Javonte, Dowdle, Zeke, Sermon, Miles. So trash at running back. Nico, London, Flowers, T. Higgins, Shaheed, and Yosivas at wide receiver, Pitts, Michael Mayer, and Hurst at tight end. 0 picks, Shane. That makes your heart, your soul hurt, right? The first trade is give Stafford, Nico, Pitts, and Shaheed, and you're getting Love, Pittman, Ferguson, Kendra Mitchell, and a 26th third. High activity league. Again, he's just laying out how deep this format is if anybody's looking at the screen. But what do you think about that, man? We're talking about a 16-team Superflex tiered PPR. You're giving Stafford, Nico, Pitts, and Shaheed, getting Love, Pittman, Fergie, and Mitchell.
Man, you are...
How do we clean this up, dude?
You are absolutely paying a shit ton. But like the step up from Stafford to Love, Nico's not playing for 8 more weeks, right? 4 more weeks, whatever, 5 more weeks. Who even knows? To get Love and then Ferguson and Pitts, like I don't want Kyle Pitts over Ferguson right now. I don't see a reason anyone would. So it's obviously the Nico and the Shaheed. Like, is Stafford and Nico, is that too much for Jordan Love in a 16-team super flex? Getting quarterbacks in a league like this, good and elite quarterbacks, it's near impossible most times if you don't have one. Because when I was initially looking at his team, I thought he's trying to sell some stuff to content or to rebuild.
I just threw this up here, Shane, for some context for everyone. Currently 3-2, will win my week 6 easily. Usually a low end playoff team, finally trying to really compete. And this is an empire again. 3 winners and a year cashes. Is that what that means? I guess every 3 years, if you win, it cashes.
You have to win 3 years, and then it cash the empire.
Let's go back to his team too, Shane. This is 5 hammers from Raven Stats, so let's take a minute on it. You've got Lamar, Stafford, Huntley.
He's kind of deep at wide receiver, right? He's got London. All right, let's put these in the order that I think they matter, and this is going to annoy people. London, Shaheed, T. Flowers, which again, that's not.
You don't like Nico?
No, I'm sorry, Nico. Obviously injured. I'm sorry, but I'm counting him in the deal. You know what I mean? So if he goes, so then Pittman slots in. I don't know, somewhere in that Flowers range. I know his value is not great right now. I think he got an epidural because he's going to be able to play this week after they were talking about him being on the IR. I actually like this deal. Again, it's the fact that it's so hard to get a quarterback in a 16-team super flex, a good quarterback, a really good quarterback like this. Bye, guys. I'm going to make the deal. You're giving up a lot. You are giving up a lot. I don't care about Keaton Mitchell. I got to be quite honest with you. I'd ask for another third back if I could. And if we want to get crazy, how about he keeps Keaton Mitchell and that 26th third, and maybe I can get a second back? I'm going to make the deal. You're paying a lot. You are obviously paying a lot, but I am okay with this deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's a situation where we have a trade in front of us where we're given the context and we pick a side. This isn't the type of trade I would make. When I look at the give side and the get side, if Pittman were healthy, I feel like I would like that side more, but that would make me more likely to do it. As it stands right here,
he's healthy according to his designation that came out today. He's healthy,
but he's really not, right? Like, am I like that off right now at 8-12? Did I not see he was?
They literally said
bunch of weeks
3 days ago that he could be going on the IR, that he was a candidate because of his back, and then as of today, he was practicing again out of the blue, and he's healthy. He has a healthy designation.
Unbelievable.
Chat, not even questionable. Questionable.
Chat, help us out here. I'm looking at the live, and we got some folks in the crowd. In which case, completely disregard what I just said. I'm good with the get side, but again, I still see it as fairly lateral, so it's probably not a deal I even want to do. I want to see, if somebody's approaching me with this offer proactively, it's like, what do you want? What do you want? Because we're doing a lot of swap in here. Okay, let's keep moving. What are you looking at? You talking to your son?
No. Just ordered from the ice cream shop. It just showed up. The difference between small and regular is massive. Anyway, my kids got small, but that's our problem. They don't have jobs.
We're gonna keep moving. Shane.
Well, just one more thing to think about that deal, right? And I'm not trying to sway you either way, but one more thing about that deal is what's his path to getting an elite quarterback? Is there another path to it, right? I don't know how many chances you're going to get to get an elite quarterback like Jordan Love in that setup outside of this deal.
Yeah, if Jordan Love were a little bit more elite, I'd be all over it. If we're talking Kyler there, let's go. Giddy up. Okay, let's go to Puma Sports International with 3 hammers. Can we get a price check on aisle 10? Justin Herbert. Is he worth a 25 top 4 pick as an investment?
No.
10 teams, start 11. He's the QB2 behind Daniels on Puma Sports' team. More streams at these hours, please. Yeah, so he's talking about how we did what was it? Yeah, it was like a 3 o'clocker. Scott
Yeah,
and
you did.
myself the other day. But okay, so let me clean this up, Shane. 10 team start 11. Who's asking it if in top 4 pick in 25 is worth Justin Herbert investment wise?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, that's literally like going to buy Blockbuster stock right now, and not like that fun like GameStop crypto stuff that's going on that I don't understand. Like literal like stock in Blockbusters. No, not a chance. I'm giving up a fourth, even or a top 4. Even if you like Herbert and you think that things will improve for him, and then he could be a top, I don't know, 12 quarterback again at some point. Why would you pay this? You shouldn't have to pay this much. I'm not doing it. Not at all. Like, I don't even know what else to say. No, that's a terrible idea, and it's a terrible trade. And if you take that, everyone in your league will offer you more trades and pilfer you and ransack your villages. So, no, not doing that.
It's just not a good move. I mean,
No.
you said it as an investment. I'm not going to
Mm-mm.
trade a liquid asset like a top 5 24 pick for, yeah, like you said, a depreciated stock. There's just no need for it. You can get Justin Herbert for a top 4 25 pick probably quite easily, even if you have to throw in like a Shaheed of the world. Anyway, okay, let's keep moving here. I think we gave him a strong enough answer, right, Shane?
Yeah, I can only say no so many different ways.
True. Okay, let's pull this up though from Scott in the crowd. And what's up to the 302 eyeballs watching right now? 11 minutes in. Shane and I are exhausted, but we are going to try to crush this stream. Scott says love is greater than Kyler. So I just said in that previous deal, the package deal, that if it were Kyler instead of love, then more so giddy up. What do you think here, man? You'd love you some Kyler.
I love me some Kyler. I'm wildly disappointed in the Kyler that I've gotten so far. Now it's a smaller sample size, but Love has been better than Kyler this year, easily so. Like, I don't think it's particularly close. I don't know what the points per game is off the top of my head, but I'm going to guess he's at least 2 to 5 points more than 5 points. Is probably a little extreme. He's at least 2 to 4 points probably more than Kyler. If I had to guess off the top of my head. Yeah, Kyler he just hasn't looked great this year, man. It's been very meh. And even last week, it took a 50-yard scramble and a touchdown in the last 2 minutes to save his day. Obviously, the scramble was earlier in the game. So yeah, I think I would take Love over Kyler right now.
So you're on the clock in a startup. You can't trade it. You have to pick between Kyler and Love. You're taking Jordan Love right now?
Yeah, but again, keep in mind that's colored by the fact that I have so much Kyler too, right? Like, I would legitimately go, do I need one more Kyler in my repertoire? That's not right. But do I need another Kyler in my Rolodex? Like everyone I spin, I'm like, hey, there's a Kyler, there's a Kyler. Oh, there's another Kyler. Literally like 30% of my leagues, I don't need 1 in 3 leagues being the same dude. So that's part of it. But just in a vacuum, yes, I think I would go Love right now.
Caleb, thank you for the 3 hammers. Much appreciated. So this is a 10-team super flex, half PPR, full PPR for the tight end, start 12. You've got Kyler, Cousins, T-Law at quarterback, Saquon, Kamara, Dowdle, Braylon Allen at running back, Lamb, Nico, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, Flowers, Tank at wide receiver, McBride, Kraft at tight ends, all future picks. Here's a trade, Shane. Got offered London, BTJ, and an early 25 second for Nico, Devontae Smith, and Braylon Allen. Says thoughts. Team is 5-5, so playing against the league median, sitting in the hunt for the playoffs. Okay, so just to clean this up, as I say, which may annoy people, this is a 10-team super flex, half PPR, full PPR for the tight end, start 12. Shane, the offer is, what is it? Give London BTJ in an early 25 second. Get Nico, Devontae Smith, and Braylon Allen.
Other way around. Yeah, right. No, he gives Nico the second and Smith and gets BTJ London in the second.
Yes, you're correct. So it's give Nico, Devontae Smith, Braylon Allen, get London BTJ in an early 25 second. Thanks, Shane.
So the second over Braylon Allen, that's how you say that without slurring. BTJ over Devonta Smith. Obviously, Nico over London. but I don't know that the gap is so far that it takes away the gap in the other way that you're winning this deal. So yeah, I think I would do London BTJ and the early 25 second. And for people like me that were doubting London, especially after game one, when I think he had like one reception for 5 yards or no receptions, I forget. But every game since then, my dude's had a pretty elite target share, and not just an elite target share. He's actually scoring fantasy points for the first time with them. So maybe he wasn't the problem. Maybe it was just the quarterback play. I know some of that is touchdown dependent, but that happens in football. And Nico's not playing for 4 more weeks at least. And Nico has a significant injury history going back to his days in college, going back to his freshman year in college. So yeah, I'll take London BTJ
Pitt, right?
5 second. Michigan.
Oh, I knew it. Same colors. Yeah.
Tariq Black, I believe it was. They were 5-star prospects coming in.
So this one, I guess BTJ is such a hot name right now. And yeah, Nico's injured. Devontae Smith, everybody knows what he is. He's awesome, but he's Devontae Smith. BTJ is so hot. I'm not doing this kind of trade. Again, if I'm trading London and BTJ, I want to get some firsts or be working my way up to Jeffersons or elite quarterbacks. See what I'm saying, Shane?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing these like kind of laterally moves. And the 25 early second is going to be decent in a 10 team. So anyway,
yeah. And BTJ, last I looked, I don't know where BTJ is on KTC. If someone could look, because anytime I open up a second browser,
like seven or 8, man. I mean, he's stupid high, I'm sure.
Whatever it is, he is the hotness right now. Although, all it takes is 2 down games, and then everybody will tell you that Xavier Leggette's better than him, because that's how we operate. But
so you saw my my trade in hammers where I sold BTJ. What did you think about that one? You could probably pull it up while I'm talking here, but this is it's a 12-team super flex PPR 2.0 for the tight ends, start 11. And what is it? I gave Shane, are you pulling it up right now?
No, absolutely.
It doesn't look
not.
like it. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Oh, you don't have your phone.
No. Oh, I would like my phone back.
I'll pull it up. I gave BTJ and that's what it is. I gave BTJ and Godwin. I got Sam Laporta a mid 25 first and a 26 first. I believe is what it was. I feel like it was a pretty solid haul on a 2.0.
Yeah, BTJ for 2 firsts, and then Godwin for Sam Laporta in the 2.0 tight end premium. So yes, I will say you won that. And that's start 11. Sure. Those are deep. Those are deep. Start 11. BTJ is up to either wide receiver 8 or wide receiver 7. Maybe there's a tie, I believe I'm seeing on there. Oh, Matthew Narcisio, just talking about it. He got Rice and a first for BTJ, bro. Yeah. The love is there.
And let me fix what I said, though. So I got Sam Laporta, your 25 first and a 26 second. I gave Godwin and BTJ. So where my team is now, I think I have 5 or 6 25 firsts after that trade. And I was like, yeah, I'm giving up BTJ, but at least I'm getting Laporta and a 2.0 tight end premium.
I like it.
Nobody cares about my trades. Let's keep on keeping on here. Eric B, thank you for the hammer. Shane, this is a 10-team super flex. PPR 1.5 for the tight end, start 14. And it's 6 point per passing touchdown. Gutter bag. He says Gutter Bags and Company, I think is what he's naming his team or something. So his quarterbacks are Penix, Fields, and I guess Daniel Jones. Running backs, Benson and Trash Cans. Wide receivers, Xavier Leggett, Quentin Johnston, and more trash. Tight end, nothing. 225 first, 326 first. Says, and the 101 for 25 and 26, scoring half the league median on average. Sorry, this is just hilarious. How cleanly he's setting up the fact that his team sucks. Lots of seconds and thirds. How should I approach this rebuild? Sticking and picking, kicking the can, placing bets on hammers from crap teams. Okay, so this is a 10-team Superflex. Looks like,
Start
full
14.
PPR 1.5 for the tight end. So mini tight end premium. Start 14. So is this what, like a 12 team, start 10 or 11, 10 and a half or so?
14 times 10. It's literally just reverse it, right? No, 12, no, 140. So what's that? 12 by 10? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Scott's not here. I'm not doing math. You can't.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
People get the idea. It's close to that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with this team? Essentially is what he's looking for. His team is trash. He's only got 225 firsts. He does have 3 and 26, but
yeah, I mean, some
man.
in the comments, Drew Sorensen Music points out the obvious. We need to be moving Fields. Jones is Daniel Jones, right? Yeah, I don't know what for some reason.
Disrespectfully in the back there. You would put him number 1, I guess, right now, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last because it's Daniel Jones and we have a track record of him not being good. So thank you, Scott. 12 by 11.66. I love my 12 by 11.66 leagues. Whew. Getting to start 2/3 of a player. Good times. I'd be selling Fields. I'd be selling Jones. That's all he has to sell. I mean, that's literally it. I'm locking in that 101. There's absolutely no chance that I can't have it.
He says kicking the can. I mean, you almost don't have a choice. I mean, how
what
far
else
can
you
you
do?
kick it? This
Yeah,
is
I mean,
2028. This is 2028 team at this point, right?
You could. He has 225 first, 326 first. Yeah, but because I mean, he doesn't even have. You can't even start a lineup.
No,
You
this
can't even
is the
start a
kind of
lineup.
league. This is the kind of league where hopefully it's not high buy-in. Otherwise, snap orphan.
You know
But
who else you're selling? Benson if he gets a shot, Leggett if he pops, QJ if he pops. Like there's nothing on this team that
everything is on the block, and
Yeah.
nobody wants what's on the block. But
You
I mean, definitely put some focus in another league and kind of have fun with this one.
need to be
And
aggressive though. Like I
yes,
go to
yes.
the teams that are in the middle, slightly in the middle, and see if you could trade them like Fields in a second for a first, their first, Daniel Jones in a second for their first, but specifically looking for the teams that are like 6, 7, 8. Like the dudes that they're like 8th in the league that have no business buying, but they don't know better. See if you can, or ladies, see if you can just trick them to give you their picks. Yeah,
Would you do any?
Colin's asking, is this a split 101 territory? Absolutely, it is.
100%.
This is one of those ones where every first he has is a split asset because one player is not going to help this. It's truly not. So I'm splitting absolutely every pick I can here.
Yeah, because think about it. Even though it's a 10 team, so Scott did the math. What was it? 10 by 11.6. So that's like fairly deep. And we're looking at his team can't really start much of anything. So yeah, every trade has to be getting an extra piece or two in return. And what we've been saying for a long time is it's got to be a piece too that has some, I guess, lottery ticket appeal, like some kind of sexiness behind it. At least we're looking at QJ here. He is possibly hot garbage, but at least there's a narrative. So you want spike, right, Shane? You want spike players. Like that's why holding on to JMO shares this whole time has been a smart move, whether you think he's a dumpster fire or not.
Yeah, because you weren't able to move him likely. In some instances you could move him for a second, but now he's getting moved for a first. Just some cheap promotion. I want a free roster review this summer, and you guys gave me the best advice. I'm killing it this year with your advice. Love y'all. I will say that me and Scott do the best roster reviews of anyone in the business. I'll put that on my mom's life. Probably shouldn't say shit like that. I'll put that on my own life. I'll put that on my mama.
Friend of the show, Diane.
Diane, hopefully she's not watching.
Yeah. So email roster review at dynastytradesand5.com and just ask about roster review offerings. We've got peer-to-peer with Ty Declare, who knows his shit to say the least. And then we have our flagship, Shane and Scott, one-on-one Zoom call for essentially 45 minutes or an hour where you just get into the weeds with your roster and you can talk about all this context stuff. Yeah. It's like, hey, I already tried to tier up to, Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, didn't work. So go ahead, Shane. I thought you were going to say something.
No. I was just going to say, me and Scott will record if we have to. If you can't make it work because you live in some weird part of the world like Australia, where it's a month and a half ago and a different time zone. It's weird.
Isn't that so cool that that's a problem, though, Shane?
In Australia, it is July 7th right now. So it's just, I don't understand the conversion rate. It doesn't make any sense.
So Mark Gonzo got us a hammer. Thank you very much. And I guess I didn't mention this. Buymeacoffee.com/trades-in-5 is where you can donate these hammers/coffees and get them answered on streams. So Mark Gonzo, thank you very much. Shane, 12-team Superflex PPR. Your quarterbacks are Love, Kyler, Danny Dimes, AOC, and Penix. Running backs Saquon, Monty, Bigsby, Pirine, Sermon. Did that 2 streams in a row. Sermon. Wide receivers Jefferson, Marv, T, Christian Watson, Bateman, Jennings. Tight ends Freiermuth, Jonnu, and Sano. Has all the picks.
Or Sanat.
I mean, I'm a Commanders fan
Junu's
too.
name fine.
I'm a Commanders fan too. I don't know. Until he shows me something, he's Sano. Do I upgrade at running back or tight end? It's offered Pollard to a second. It's offered Pollard for a. What the shit is this, Shane?
Okay.
Read this here. Was offered Pollard. Go ahead.
For a second and Kittle for a second. Also willing to move Penix. What would he go for? So I think he was offered a second for Kittle and a second for Pollard. I would say no. Or yes for Pollard, no for Kittle, and then also willing to move Penix. What would he go for? If you can't get a first for Penix, what's the point of moving him? You probably paid a first for him, and he's done nothing. He's sat on the bench, so he's done nothing to lose value other than Kirk Cousins has looked really good the last few weeks. So no, I guess.
I'm still trying to figure this out, man, because Pollard and or Kittle don't sell just for single seconds, right?
Pollard can go for a single second, but Kittle absolutely not. Absolutely not. Was it a tight end premium?
This is not a tight end premium. We don't know number of starters. I'm going to assume a start 9. We're gonna go shallow.
Okay, so is Kittle on this team?
No.
No,
sweating Kittle at all on Freiermuth and a non-tight end premium.
And he doesn't have Pollard either. So was he offered Pollard and Kittle for seconds? Okay, then yes.
In which case, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Definitely
both.
The Kittle one, but I'll do both. Yes.
We don't need Pollard. Let's not get
Monty, Bigsby, Green. No, you really don't. You've got 1, 2, 3 starting running backs right there. Trey Sermon, you got a 4th right now. Green, I don't know how much value he has behind Kareem Hunt, although I believe he was still running a lot of routes this past week. I'd have to look that up. Jettas, Marv, T. Yeah, I'll add Kittle to this roster. I don't really care about Pollard, but I'll add Kittle to this roster. Thank you for helping us out chasing breakers because, Clay were thoroughly confused. But yes, we would like to buy George Kittle.
Yeah, and obviously there's moves you can do at quarterback. You don't need all 3 of those, as Scott would say. And let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, Scott would make some moves with the running back room as well. Wide receivers, I'm just looking at it and thinking about Kittle on this team. Kittle could be flexed. Looking at where I would put people in the starting lineup. So Love, Kyler, Saquon, Monty, Jettas, Marv, T. And then, let's throw Kittle in there and then one more. Maybe Tank.
You think Scott's still listening? If he is, just message in there, bro. I'd like to know if you're still in here. I have a question for you. But anywho, go.
You want to take this offline, Shane? Let's go to 3 hammers from Andy from Australia. So this is a 10-team Superflex, half PPR, start 11. So no tight end premium. Hurts, Caleb, Minshew backups at quarterback, JT, Kyron, James Conner at running back, Marv, AJ Brown, Puka, Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams, Diggs, and then has McBride and Kraft at tight end. My own future picks plus an extra mid-25 first and early to mid-25 second. Started 1-4, currently in last place. Variance injuries and disgruntled Devontae. Do I hold on for better variance to swing back or start the tank proper? and move suggestions. Okay. So Andy from Australia, howdy. 10 team, because that's what they say. 10 team Superflex start 11. No tight end premium, half PPR, Shane. What are you doing with this team?
I mean, your quarterbacks are good. You should note, like talking about variance, Caleb Williams just had the best game of his career, and he was trending upwards the prior 2-3 weeks prior to that. That's how prior works. So before that, Kyron smashing. Scott, we'll get back to you in a second. JT, you've got Connor. You've got Kyron and Connor. You're fine. Your wide receivers are devastating. You didn't have AJB for 2 games, 3 weeks now, right? He missed 2 games and he had a bye. No, I'm not selling any of these dudes. Obviously, if I could trick someone into buying Devontae Adams from me for a first, but no one's going to do that while he's holding out or whatever it is he's doing, not playing football. Devonta Smith is, can I move him for a first? Can I move Diggs for a first? Like, I'm looking at the ancillary guys that really aren't going to make a difference to me contending for a title and aren't fundamental foundational pieces. Now, obviously, can you move Kyron for a first and a running back? Sure, I would do something like that as well. But I'm not just going to blow this bad boy up.
No way. No way. He says, or do I start the tank proper? No way.
You couldn't even tank.
No, you can't. You can't.
Couldn't. Not even if you wanted to. You could not tank. Tank is how you say that in English. Jesus shit.
Yeah, Andy from Australia. Let's look at this team. So, yeah, quarterback is, let's just say, fine for now. Running back, good. Wide receiver, good. You've got good tight ends, your own future picks, plus an extra 25 first. If anything, this team can contend. So you're saying, do you hold for better variance to swing back? Yeah, I mean, Shane, the no flex league, I am, what am I in 10th of 12th place, but my points for are what? 4th, and my points against are 1st. And I can tell I'm making a move with that league. And I even like spent my first to try to make a move. So I would not be going backwards. If anything, I'm leaning into this. You got plenty of assets.
Yeah. I'm, and I don't even think you can. Scott, my question to you was, as I'm looking at WAR in this startup draft that I'm doing right now, Midseason Degenerates Part 2. Looking at the WAR for this year, Jamar Chase is absolutely, I don't know if blowing him out of the box is the word I'm looking for, but he's well ahead of Justin Jefferson. I'm not going quarterback. Everyone else went quarterback. Patrick Mahomes in the first, which I believe is a mistake, as I talked about on the last Shane Says. It was like a week and a half ago. Check it out. So what would you go, Justin Jefferson, or would you go Jamar Chase, or Malik Neighbors? It's too cute going Malik Neighbors, isn't it?
Jefferson or wait, so you can't do any trading or anything, Shane. You have to.
You could. I mean, I'm on the clock. Like in a perfect world, I'd move back 3 spots.
Sure.
Whoever's there, draft one of them. But what's more likely to happen? I'll move back 3 spots, and then they'll still all 3 be there, which would probably be the best bet. I might just tell people that I want to. If I can move back 1, I will take nearly anything to move.
Or move back 2. Yeah. Because all 3 that you mentioned sound like good prizes. For me, if you're ranking those right now yourself, were removed. Jefferson, Chase, Neighbors.
I legitimately don't even know. I would think it would be Jefferson, Neighbors, Chase, right? I think that's how it goes. I think so, but it's really hard to pass up on what Neighbors has done as a rookie. You know what I mean? Like that's hard. How do you not go, oh shit? And again, it's not a nonstop infinite ceiling. Like there is a stop. It's not like he's going to go, well, he scored 20 points as a rookie. So that means he's scoring 40 points as a sophomore or as a second year guy. It is start 3 running backs in this league. I checked out the WAR before. Yeah. Neighbors is Jefferson 2.0. You guys aren't helping me here. Jefferson, Chase, Neighbors is how Drew has it. I don't know.
That's how I would have it. Jefferson and then Chase, Neighbors 1A, 1 or 2A, 2B for me anyway. But Neighbors just looks different. I mean, he looks like Chase the way he runs routes, but everything about him, man. If you look at it, it's like he's gonna be a stupid asset for a long time. Raven
No,
stats. What's up?
mind you, he's not playing again this week, but that's neither here nor there.
It's fine. This is Dynasty, even though it is a day trading game. 3 hammers from. Did you want to say something again, Shane?
The crowd's really confusing me, man. It's very non-committal on this. Very, very non-committal. Go ahead. Sorry, you go. We have a show to do. Come on, let's focus.
No, you're fine.
I got ice cream to eat. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm gonna pull this down. How was your day, Shane?
It was a good day. Good day.
Yeah, normal day. Dunkin' Donuts in the morning.
Dunkin' Donuts. We had a team building event. We got out of work early. We got off Monday for Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's great. So got a long weekend.
Yeah. So you were contributing to society today?
Yeah. I was a contributing member. Yeah. Yep. That was very good. Good human.
Yeah, I was I should have paid out as opposed to getting paid today. But we'll roll with it. Raven stats. Thank you for the 3 hammers. He says, pay to brag, but mostly to show that sticking with the process yields results. Love it. Take advantage of timing trades relative to assets, peak prices. Don't care who's on your roster. And then, yeah, he's got some other awesome things like that to say. I'm going to pull up his team, though. This is a 14-team Superflex PPR, 1.5 for the tight end, start 11. So you remember Raven from earlier. Go Commanders, by the way. Another deep league here. It's not a 16-teamer, but this 14 by 11 deep format. Okay, so there's some randos listed on this team. They're relevant. So Purdy, JJ McCarthy, Penix, Darnold at quarterback, Najee, Mason, Dobbins, Wright at running back, JJ, Chase, Neighbors. There we go. BTJ, London, T, Debo, and Pittman at wide receiver. Hawkinson, Gesicki, Fant has a 27 first. That's not his. And then his 27 second. This team is 5-0 this season, shows little sign of slowing down. I'm trying to get some 26/27 picks for excess players right now. Okay. Selling his excess for picks. Got it. Usually aiming for a speculative player plus a first as the deal. Okay. Here's a trade. Again, Shane, 14 teams, start 11. Give Stroud, Brees, Hollywood, 27 first, and Burks. Get Neighbors. He's already got this on his team. So is he just like, I guess he's recapping a trade. Get Neighbors, JJ McCarthy, BTJ, Penix, Purdy, Pittman. What is this? Okay.
He was paying the brag. He literally said he was paying the brag.
He was paying the brag, and he filled out the Google forms for these hammers. So buymeacoffee.com/Raisin5.
He's just bragging. He's literally just bragging. He gave up Brees Hollywood at 25 first. Someone wanted Treylon Burks they counted Treylon Burks as a usable asset. And he got Neighbors, JJ McCarthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Penix, Purdy, Pittman, London, and then every second and third from here till 2040. So yeah, that's a pay to brag. Whoever you dealt with, I mean, obviously this is because they feel Stroud is elite and they think Brees is gonna go back to what he was last year when he had that run where he was scoring like 17, 20 points a game. But that's a lot to pay, man. So you definitely won that. I mean, look, you got Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. And then you have, London as an afterthought. Like, yeah, this is ridiculous. So you guys did excellent. Or you guy, or you gal, whichever. Whatever you are, you did it. Congrats.
I would never do a trade like this. I see, like, you open the Sleeper app and it's a trade offer and it says such and such plus 5 assets. Yeah. It's basically The Walking Dead, or what is it? Yes. No, what is it? Freaking. Anyway, lame duck. It's a lame duck trade. So this is so much stuff. Basically, but who wants what? Let's slim this down. Raven, obviously you're destroying this league and a couple others from your hammer donations. Thank you very much. But tighten it up. let's be chill. Let's figure out what we want to do and strategize a little bit more. I suppose, like Shane, you and I would screw up and throw in like an amazing asset.
I wouldn't even think about making an offer like this to someone because I'm afraid they would come drive by and punch me in the face. You know what I mean? And I mean, honestly, if I sent that offer to someone, they would be in the right if they wanted to just come and dick punch me. So yeah, no, the fact that you pulled that off is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to one from the crowd. We got a couple starred here. So, oh, this is cool. Alex Cullen says, joining from Northern Ireland. So appreciate you guys doing a Friday stream rather than having to catch up the next day. Rock and roll, man. Cheers from this country.
America.
Dad 30. Well, look who made it for a live stream. Who's he saying? Oh, Dad. Yeah,
Dad.
He's a dad.
He can't make the Tuesday streams anymore. I feel you, buddy. 9 o'clock is crazy late.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And it feels way later than 8:45 right now to me, and people can hear that in my voice. Let's go to Gnome Child. Got us a hammer.
Gnome.
This is a 12-team Superflex PPR, no tight end premium, start 10. Cousins, Levis, Minshew at quarterback, ETN, CMC, Mason, Connor, Chuba Hubbard, and Dobbins at running back. Pittman, Kirk, Mooney, Ladd, and Trash at wide receiver. Kelsey, Bowers at tight end. Has a 25 first and second, 26 first, and an extra second there. Just trying to figure out the best way to turn over some of the older gentlemen on my team. It's a mid-activity league, and he says converting to rebuild. Okay, so let's see first off if Gnome Child should convert to a rebuild. 12-team Superflex, start 10, no tight end premium, Shane.
Sorry. I don't know. How do you convince people to buy old people?
I see what he means.
I see
what he means about converting to a rebuild. Go ahead, though, Shane. Sorry.
I mean, most of the time you have to go. Well, not most of the time. You have to go obviously to the contenders, so that limits your shopping, your shoppers, as to who you can sell to. So obviously, go to them. So you're going to need to go to them first. In some cases, you're going to have to just combine pieces. You know what I mean? It might have to be like, can I send you ETN and Connor for a first and a third? Can I add, Cousins or not add Cousins? Can I give you Cousins and Kelsey for a 25 first? Something like that. There's no tight end premium, so that might not work. But basically, like, you got to combine old people, and you have to go to the people that think they're competing. So again, you go to everyone that's 8 and above. Or if you find a guy like Clay that's got like the third most points, but somehow he's in 9th, hit him too, because guess what? Variance is going to continue to kick his ass probably, and he's going to end the season and be all pissed off that he'd probably make the last playoff spot, assuming that the league is set up right. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, that's unfortunately, that's really all you can do.
I love that build and no flex. It sounded like right off the bat, you were agreeing to embrace a rebuild. That's the first decision is to pick a direction. Pick a direction. And I know Shane was throwing specific trades in there, and that's very helpful. But essentially, this whole team, if you're going to go rebuild, it's on the block. You don't have any pieces that I am like literally 0 pieces that I'm dying to keep outside of Bowers and that 25 first. Depending on where it is. If it's yours and you're blowing this up, then yes, I want to keep my first, want to keep Bowers, that 26 first, but let the market tell you what they want.
Let them tell you what they want.
Okay, let's keep moving here. Thank you for that hammer, Gnome Child. We have 4 hammers, Shane, from Pete Plays 18. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So this is a 10-team Superflex, no tight end premium, start 9, 4-point per passing touchdown. So very shallow here. Burrow, Purdy, Darnold, Fields at quarterback. Walker, Brooks, Mason, Spears, Chase Brown, and Najee at running back. Marv, Garrett Wilson, Puka, Metcalf, Pickens at wide receiver. Pitts and Joku at tight end. Has 225 seconds, 126 first. First Dynasty League before I found your pod. Have overpaid to get a better build after having the 102 in the last 2 drafts. 2 and 3, 1 game out of the playoffs. Hold until Puka comes back. Well, first off, it's cool that this is the first Dynasty League before you found our podcast.
Is
That's
there an
cool
offer?
shit.
Is there an offer that you've gotten for Puka? I mean, it depends. What is someone offering me for Puka?
So I'm gonna pull it back up because I remember I did have to save some characters, but I think this was pretty much it. So let's do this, Shane. Give us 4 hammers. What are you doing with this team? This is a 10-team Superflex start 9, 4-pointer. What are you doing with this team? Give them a quick mini roster review here.
Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments. One, I'm holding on to Puka. I'm not moving someone like Puka. So you have Puka, Marvin Harrison Jr. You've got 2 elite wide receivers. You're 2 and 3. There's literally no reason to make a move like that, selling Puka, unless you're absolutely just blown out of the water. It's 4-point passing touchdown. Burrow and Purdy. Burrow is smashing this year, but I think Purdy had 3. Purdy had 3 touchdowns yesterday, but he's been pretty average prior to that. Not real life. He's been really good real life. But then you have Fields. I mean, I guess I'd be looking for a quarterback upgrade, but 10 by 9, I'm guessing a lot of people in your league are. So I don't know. It depends. You're going to have to be aggressive because I'm thinking if you don't come correct, the people just aren't going to take anything from you. Now, if I could move Puka towards a wide receiver, towards a quarterback, you know what I mean? Like I'd be fine adding Purdy and Puka together and going, well, how high can I get? Like, how much do I need to give up to get Jaden Daniels? Like, you want Purdy, Puka, and Pickens and Pitts? Here, I'll give you all 4 of them. But you know what I mean? I don't know what that person has. I try to get Jalen Hurts on this roster. You've got a lot of extraneous pieces that really you don't need. Spears, Chase Brown, Najee. I like Metcalf, Pickens, Chief, or Pitts. One of the 2 can go. It's not a tight end premium, so either of them can go. Pitts probably still has the better name cachet, so I'd be trying to move him. Yeah, there are no. Well, he has Kevin. Jesus, Shane, I am getting tired. Ken Walker, who is very good. And then he has John Brooks whenever John Brooks comes back. And he had Mason, and Mason was fine up until he shredded his shoulder last night or the other night. Was that last night? Monday night? What night was that? That was last night,
right? Yeah,
it was literally last night.
Yeah. It was literally. Dude, I hear you, man. I hear you. Might as well be like a Thursday right now for me. Go ahead.
No, I mean, that's it, really. You need to get rid of some of these extraneous pieces. And if you can't get players for them, try to trade them for future firsts so that you can take shots and hope that you get elite players, because you got a lot of players on your team that just aren't elite. And in such a small format, such a small 90 starting players, you need elite players. You just do.
Yeah. This team is in kind of a quirky spot. And Scott and I had a conversation on the stream the other day where we liked being lean at running back if you're trying to decide which way to go, if you want to contend or if you want to rebuild. Right. So I'm looking at this running back room and it's not lean. So if anything, if I'm kind of on the fence, and it is what he was looking for, which is general advice. If I'm on the fence, then yeah, I mean, kind of as always, but I'm trying to sell a running back. To sell a running back, obviously try to get a liquid asset in return. Everybody wants a young wide receiver for a running back, but you get the idea. Make it easier to be able to pick one direction or another, and stockpile picks. They're only going to get cooler as we move through the season. So, do you agree with that, Shane? Just be flexible with this one.
Yeah,
it's super shallow though, so like you shouldn't it's not a long rebuild in this kind of format. So don't like blast everything away. You get what I'm saying.
You start 9. So if you have 3 studs, you're in good shape. You get 4, now we're cooking, and you get 5 or whatever. So Marvin Harrison Jr. is a stud. I'll put him there in that realm already. And Puka's a stud, assuming he comes back healthy.
Yep. Okay, I am So we got done with those hammers. I think that's what is it? 8:53. Yeah, that's the last of the hammers in the hopper, man. Let's hit arms up. We're gonna pick two from the crowd. Everybody watching is awesome. 594 eyeballs or 594 people, depending on how you want to look at it. They've already hit the like and they're watching us on a Friday night. We're all Shane, what does that say about us? We were talking Dynasty Fantasy Football, 8:53 p.m. on a Friday.
And both of us are single, technically. Well, technically we're not, but we are. And we'd rather do this than be near any woman at all, because I would much rather do this. Probably that's not true. That's absolutely not true.
But that's why we're here.
But basically. But no. Of all the things I could do, this is probably the third most wanted thing I'd want to do.
Yeah, why
third
not?
Highest, third highest rated. There you go.
Third highest.
Yeah, there you go.
We can stumble our way through a live stream on Friday night. Who cares? We got 588 people who are being entertained in some form or fashion. Drew Sorensen Music says, I'm trying to send Rashee Rice to get Debo and Cade Otton. I think I can make it happen. Wish me luck. I'm glad you put this up because he put this up as soon as I set up the stream. What do you think here, Shane?
Yeah.
Yes, done.
I like it. I like Debo. Debo is it's hard not to like Debo after he just had a 76-yard touchdown last night. And yeah, but whatever, it's Debo. Like, he has spike weeks like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they happen fairly frequently, or more frequently than they do for any other player, or lots of other players, I should say. So yeah, I'm fine with this deal. And Cade Otton actually has had a very good at least 2 weeks running, if not 3. And he has spike weeks in him relative to the position.
So Shane, though, this send Rashee to get Debo and Cade Otton, that is in a very specific situation, though. Drew is talking about from a contender perspective, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a rebuilder, are you doing the opposite? If you're a hardcore rebuilder, are you giving Debo and Cade for Rashee Rice?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. No problem. Done.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that helps frame it up. That is it, Shane. Let's jump. Thank you so much for doing this, man. 8:56 on a Friday night. 590 folks watching. You guys kick ass. Guys and girls kick ass. We will see you on Tuesday. I know there's 3 hammers outstanding. I will address those separately. Sorry, we just don't have time for it, but want to get an answer before the games. That's all I got to say. You want to say goodnight, Shane?
Yes, I'm ready to yawn. Oh, jeez. Hold it in. Okay. No, appreciate everybody checking in and keeping us company tonight. Really appreciate 600 of you just coming to hang out. It's cool. It's good stuff.
No doubt. All right, I'm going to end the stream. We'll see you soon. Cheers.